Hi, thank you for joining us today. I'm Miss Janelle. I'll be going through some ratio and fractions questions. So hope you all will learn something from today's video. Okay, we will be starting with this question. So if you actually finish the question, right? The question is talking about there's like three children in the question, and then 2/9 of Benson's expenditure is equals to 3/5 of Charlotte's expenditure, and also equals to 3/4 of Addison's expenditure. So for this kind of question, it's basically just equal fraction. So for those that do not understand what does equal fraction actually means, I will go through it shortly using model, but then I will use a shorter method to finish this question first, which will benefit students who already understand what equal fraction actually means. So equal fraction questions, we will always change the numerator above to the same number, to the same, because it's equal fraction. So let me show you what it actually means. So the question actually told us say that all these three fractions for B, C, and A are equal. So 2/9 of B is also equals to 3/5 of C and also equals to 3/4 of A. So in question like this, right, we are changing the top to the same, meaning here I will multiply 3 top and bottom, multiply 2 top and bottom, multiply 2 top and bottom as well. The reason why we multiply 2 and 3 is because we want to change our top to the same. So changing the top to the same means here we'll get 6, here we'll get 6, and here we'll get 6 for each of them. So with this, the bottom also will have to multiply the same as what we multiply for the top to change it into 6. So for the first one, we have 2/9. We multiply 3 on top, we get 6. Multiply 3 at the bottom, we have 27. So we multiply the other one as well, we have like 10. And then we multiply the other one by 2 as well, so that we actually get 8. So the answer for A is actually already solved. So for A, my answer should be B is to C is to A. Answer will be 27 is to 10 is to 8. So we do not need to reduce down as it cannot be further reduced anymore. So for question for some students who may be weaker, they will have questions like, what is equal fraction? So if you don't know what is equal fraction, no problem. I'm going to explain it with a model now. I'm just going to use a little bit of space at the side. Maybe I'll use here. Yeah, let me create some space and then I will draw some model. Hopefully it will help them understand what it actually means here then. So if you actually look at the model here, so we have B is to C is to A. Question telling us say that 2 units of B is equals to 3 units of C. So whatever I start to draw with, right, I'll be starting with the numerator on top. Because when they tell me say that a fraction is equal to another fraction, right, it just means that the 2 on top is equals to 3 on top, and also as well as the 3 on top here for all three of them. So meaning, right, for me to actually know what to actually do next, right, I have to change them to the same, right? But before I change them to the same, must remember that there's the bottom as well. There's 9, 5, and 4 here for each of them. So the bottom tell me the total amount of things that each of them actually have, or the total amount of units that each of them actually have. So for Benson, I actually have like 9 units, but on the screen I only drawn 2 units. So what I need to do is that I need to draw another 7 units on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7 units. And then for Charlotte, I also need to do another 2 more units because I only have 3 units on screen and I need a total of 5 units given by the denominator 5. And then that 5 units must be the same unit as what I already draw for Charlotte's slice. So it's going to be slightly thinner. So it will be 1 and then 2. And then same for Anderson as well. I need to draw one more unit which is the same size as Charlotte because they have the same size as you can see from the in front black color model that I already drawn. So what we need to do is that question told us say this part here is supposed to be the same. So since it's supposed to be the same, right, means I will need to cut them up to make them really the same. So meaning I will need to cut each of them up into the units that can make them the same. So I can see that for B, I actually have like 2 units only. And then like for C, I see that I have like 3 units. So I think the common multiple is 6, right? I need to cut them into 6 then. So it's the same reason as what we actually do here to change them into 6, 6, and 6 here. So with that known, right, we know that for here, each of the units, we need to cut them into 3 units. So sometimes students actually start drawing too small like what I actually doing because I have lack of space on screen. So they will actually panic. They realize that, oh, there's too many things that I need to draw. I have to erase and redo the whole thing. Yeah, and some students they may be a bit more neat kind, so they cannot stand it when certain things doesn't look proportionate. So they redraw the whole thing. So that's the reason why I do not encourage doing model for such question. Because if you can understand equal fraction, what you need to do is just to change the numerator to the same as what I actually done in like 2 steps. Yeah, but whereas for this model part that I'm using to explain, if you actually use this method to do, you'll be chopping non-stop. So because if you actually do not write the 3 units inside here, right, you have to cut this into 27 units. And this one after cutting will be 10 units. And then this one also you also have to cut them into equal parts. So you have 8 units. So it's going to be the same here. You're still going to get 27 is to 10 is to 8. I hope this will help you understand what equal fraction is about. So basically equal fraction, it just means that the top part, the numerator is the same. So going on, the next question, they tell us say for B, I'm going to erase the model part so that I have enough space to go through. So for the next part here, what I have is B. They ask what was their total expenditure. So total expenditure, so what we have here is that we only have one number throughout the whole question, which is 76. So they say that Benson spent 76 more money than Anderson. So every time after you do finish something, right, then if you are like stuck, oh, I only have fraction, only have model, what do I do? Have to reread the question again. So that's how some of the students they miss out certain details. If you're not sure, always reread the question. So in this case, we have a B and C comparison, B and A comparison. So comparing B and A, we have a total of the difference is actually 10 units minus 8 units. So we have 2 units, and this 2 units is given that it's supposed to be 76 because they say that Benson actually spent $76 more than Anderson. Oh, Benson and Anderson. Okay, I see wrongly. See that this kind of problem is like really have to read clearly. So this one is actually equals to Benson and Anderson. So we just look at Benson and Anderson. So the difference between these two is actually equals to 27 units minus 8 units. So you have 19 units. So 19 units is equals to 76. So what should I do next? So if we have like 19 units equals to $76, so next step is always to find 1 unit. So regardless whether you know how to continue or not, after you get something like this, next step is always to find 1 unit. That will give you 1 or 2 marks. So if we have 76 divided by 19, I will actually get $4. So 1 unit equals to $4. Total expenditure will be all 3 of them together, which is A plus B plus C. So total you have like 27 plus 10 plus 8. So total units here is equals to 45, right? So if you have 45 units here, so we need to find 45 units equals to how much? So 45 units multiplied by 4 will give you 180. So final answer must always put dollar sign because all the sign that is not written will get marks deducted. So I hope this question actually helped you all to understand more. Thank you so much for listening today. If there's any question, if your child still have any problem with this kind of question, do join us for our booster class that's in July until September. It is the step up booster class that will help you increase your marks from AL3 to AL1, at least a grade increase. So we will be going through this kind of question and harder question. Please look out for other videos that we are going to upload. Thank you so much.